And once again, so are you ready to take on this job? And you know, sometimes I can say I'm ready when the fact of the matter is, I am never ready. I could always, just use a little more training, just a little more time. I'm one of those people out camping when I'm laying in my sleeping bag in the morning and I'm not quite ready to get out and take that cold shower. So sometimes I have to just really take the plunge. Just go for it. Even when I know that there are probably still learnings, growth, experience, and yet we take the plunge, do we not? And what I believe is a fact, and I know this as a fact, that when you dedicate every word, every action, every choice to your magnificent purpose, to recognize, call forth, and celebrate the divinity in everyone, you cannot fail. You are guaranteed success. Now, it may not always show up the exact way you anticipated, but when you are committed to your purpose and you are living your purpose, you can trust that everything that unfolds is truly in divine order. And it is either a blessing of achievement or a blessing of new learnings, new growth, new opportunities. So as you stay dedicated to your purpose, you will surely, undeniably, absolutely unfold and manifest your vision. And what's more, I think about this, because in the end, this purpose, living this purpose, is for me what unity is all about. And I believe in my heart this is what brings us to unity, is to know the divinity within ourselves and everyone. Another mystic poet that I do so appreciate, Rabia, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but I call her Rabia. She uses the term for the divinity as that divine beauty in each heart. And I love that. The divine beauty in each of us. And she once said this, and this is also an important fact. Until we know that God lives in us, and we see Him and we see Him there, a great poverty we suffer. There is not enough fame, fortune, friends, not enough of anything in this world that can substitute for knowing our divinity. Nothing. This is the grand endeavor that does indeed make us a powerful beacon of God light to this community, this commitment, this dedication to this truth. It is our abundance. It is the source of our abundance. So I look around this room, and I invite you to do the same and see the abundance in this place. Recognize the divinity in this place. Today we celebrate our divinity. We celebrate abundance. And we welcome your new minister with open minds, open hearts, and open arms. So, and I know we need to move to our candles. Our candles represent here the past, the present, and the future. Now, the present is substantial because I'm trying to say, substantial because the present is where we live. It is where the future unfolds. It is shaped by the past, and from this present moment, the choices choices we make unfold our future. And so the present is where we want to be, firmly anchored to the present. But at the same time, we do want to acknowledge all the gifts and blessings we've received from the past, because they're here, and to also honor the possibilities of the future, because they too are here now in this present moment. So I invite you, as I light these candles, that you hold in mind for instance, when I light the candle for the past, think about those gifts from the past that have blessed you. Maybe that first unity message you ever heard that just struck a chord with you, or that person who introduced you to unity. And then I'll light the candle for the future and hold in mind, bring forth those images, those possibilities for what that may look like. And then when I light the candle for the present, let's just rest in gratitude for our unity. So, lit the past. We acknowledge, we recognize, call forth, and celebrate the gifts of the past. We recognize, call forth, and celebrate the possibilities of the future. In this present moment, we give thanks for the whole. It is substantial, so it takes substantial. And we continue to breathe as we allow that play, because this is how it is in life, is it not? Sometimes it starts out just a little hesitant and timid. You just stay present, breathe, and it grows. Just as the beacon of light that you are is growing and unfolding. And so now, we get to continue to recognize, call forth, and celebrate, especially that's one thing I skipped over. One of the words in that passage from Paul was indispensable. I love that. Indispensable, that each one of you is indispensable. And so right this moment, I would like to invite, to call forward those indispensable beings that made this day possible. First of all, I want to invite the board members to come forward. We acknowledge them for many things. Obviously, they do an extraordinary work, but especially for listening to all of you and offering Rev Darlene a contract to make this possible. She could be here today. And I would like to invite and call forward those divine beings on the search committee who also made this day possible. Would you come forward? Their work too made this day possible. They held that vision, they worked the process, and they did it in record time. Awesome. That makes the difference. And I also now call forward the staff who have continued to keep this community